Good afternoon, guys. Hope y'all are having a good day. I know it is so nasty here back in Arkansas. We just got back from Texas. We went for just a little vacation. We had planned this well over a month ago and got our little Airbnb and, expected it to be, I guess, decent weather and didn't know that all of this was gonna hit, but we still wanted to go these last few days because we had already paid for everything. And so we drove back yesterday and came back a day early, but we're so glad we did because y'all, it was rough yesterday, but it is way rough. I mean, way more rough today. I think in Texas and Dallas, and the roads are just covered in ice, and so it took us still quite a bit of time to get back home yesterday, but we are so glad to be back home and settled in, and I think we've got another round coming through this afternoon and the night and in the morning, and so just nasty. But I wanted to get on and just say hey to y'all. It's been a few days since I've been on, and I'm actually gonna get on later. Please get on and join me. I'm gonna get on and make some homemade white bread. We all know with these storms, don't want to get out. Stores are running out of bread, and y'all, this is a super easy recipe. It turns out every time, which is what I need because y'all, I have struggled in my bread making skills. Let's just be honest with that. But this is a family recipe that was passed down from my great grandma, and it is such a good recipe, and it's good to just do sandwiches on. You can make toast out of it. It's just your general white bread, and so I'm gonna get on and share that a little later. But so this trip I've learned a lot. It has been one of those, it was a good trip. Me and my husband had a great time with our kids, and but there were hiccups along the way, and that's to be expected, especially when you have little ones and weather issues that you didn't expect. And so anyway, but it taught me a lot. It just taught me a lot about life in general. I don't know about y'all, but I was talking, my husband had called his mom yesterday, talking to her on the phone, and I tend, and I don't know about you women or men, or I don't know if y'all tend to set too high standards. I can tend to do that for myself. I want everything to turn out perfect, to go just right. And when it doesn't, I kind of tend to feel a little bit like a failure. And there again, I know I had talked in the past a little bit about, I have a little bit of OCD, and that just kind of plays into that. But you just want everything to go perfect and smoothly. And when it doesn't, it just, you get discouraged. And I wanted this trip to be so relaxing. My husband is getting ready to start a new job, and just wanted it to be a few days to get away and enjoy with our kids. And it was wonderful. It's just, we were in a new place. The kids did not rest well. We did not get much sleep. Gabe had a tummy ache, and it was just, just all the little things, and he threw up on the way home, and, it's all those little things. But, I was reminded on this trip to, savor those memories and to not be too hard on myself, because I think sometimes we're just way too hard on ourselves and just set these unrealistic goals, whether it's for our families, and sometimes it can be for our marriage. And it's great to set those goals, wonderful to set goals for relationships or your family, or whatever the case may be. But I think sometimes we set these unrealistic goals thinking that everything's going to be perfect, nothing is going to happen, and that's just not how life goes. That's just not reality. And so I just wanted to kind of encourage y'all today. Don't be too hard on yourself. This life throws a lot at us, and you know, you really just have to take it as it comes. And I learned that this week. Like I said, I can tend to be a little, just go by the rules at times, and this is how I want it to be, and this is what needs to happen. And when it doesn't, I'm thinking, oh man, it just didn't turn out the way I wanted it to. I'm a failure. I'm not a good wife. I'm not a good mother. You know, we tend to kind of just spiral. That's what my husband calls it. Ashley, you're spiraling down the drain. Get back to reality here. And so, even though we had, you know, hiccups through our trip, it was wonderful. We had a great time. We went to Magnolia Market, and we went to go see the Texas Stars play hockey, and it was so much fun. We just didn't have much rest, but that's okay. That's how it is with toddlers, and you know what? It's a blessing. And so, all of this to say, not, you know, just in life in general, you know, I think it is so good to better ourselves. But don't get so caught up in this is exactly how I want it to be. This is, you know, and if it doesn't turn out this way, I'm just gonna be devastated, because that's where the memory making is. And, you know, James reminded me, Ashley, if our trip would have gone smoothly and nothing would have happened, you know, we would have not had anything to tell. I mean, just as simple as our second night there, we were trying so hard. There was a loft, and the kids had slept in the loft the first night. Didn't work out. So we switched it around. James and I slept in the loft the second night, in separately, these little twin beds. We got laid down. Then the kids started hollering. They needed to go to the bathroom. So we got up and got, you know, laid back down. We had left the water dripping because of the ice storm coming through. And we were laying there, and you could just hear that drip, drip, drip. And I'm thinking, for sure not going to be able to sleep with this. So go down this 30-foot ladder, you know, go, you know, turn the water off. Come back up. The kids had this, there at the Airbnb that we stayed at, had this little teeny tiny alarm clock, and it was in the drawer. And it started going off in the middle of the night. Got it taken care of. Andy went with us on the trip. He was sleeping with me. He wouldn't settle down. He was just doing flips and, you know, jumping jacks on my belly. Just, I mean, it was just, y'all, it was, are we ever going to get sleep? And then Gabe was hot. He had a tummy ache. And, you know, we finally went to bed that day at like, I think it was like 3 or 4 o'clock that morning. And so anyway, I was thinking, oh my goodness. But you know, we look back on that, and those are memories, and we can laugh about it now, not in the moment, because we were thinking, are we ever going to get sleep? But we look back on that, and it really did. It made the trip, it made memories, and we can laugh about it now that we're home and we got some good rest last night. But you know, that's not what I expected. I thought we were gonna go and have this nice trip, and we were gonna just sleep and get good rest and go do our activities, and then when we come back, we're rested, and James can, you know, start his new job all rested. And oh, that is not how it turned out, but that is okay, because we made memories, and now we can look back and laugh. And so in life, when things don't turn out, you know, in the moment that it is not funny, in the moment you're thinking, okay, Lord, you know, here was my plan. I had written out my plan, planned it a month ago, you know, here are the goals, the expectations that I have set, and they're not going my way. And, you know, I think the Lord has a sense of humor, because I think he's going, you don't have a clue what the plan is. You may think you know, but you don't. And so, you know, I think it is just important for us to better ourselves as Christians, and to set goals, and to, you know, but if it doesn't turn out just right, I mean, I think we are all running this race and striving as much as we can as Christians, and if you're not, hop on this bandwagon. It is a race, and you know what? And sometimes we got to take a break on the side and get us a drink of water and catch our breath. and get back on. Life is not easy. It's not easy as a Christian, and it's for sure not easy as a non-Christian. I mean, because with the Lord, things become, you've got that companion, that person who you can put those burdens on. And so a scripture that came to my mind, work at it as if you're working for the Lord, not for humans. And so I think everything that we do in life should be geared towards bringing honor and glory to Him. And if it doesn't turn out just right, it is okay. Life will go on. You know, in our case, life went on. We came home. We made it home safely. That was a blessing. We wanted to get home safely, and we did before this next round hits. And so I encourage you, don't be too hard on yourself. Don't set unrealistic goals. I think if you are bettering with every day, you are doing good, and you're looking to the Lord for His guidance and His direction, and that your faith, and putting your faith in Him, and getting that wisdom from Him. And so don't be too hard on yourself. And so today, like I said, later here in just a little bit, come join me. I'm gonna make some bread. Like I said, easy for those of you who have never made bread, or if you do make bread all the time, this will probably be a super simple recipe for you to just knock out real quick. But come join me later. Y'all stay safe out there. Like I said, the next round's coming, so be safe. Get out early if you need to get your stuff, but if you don't need to get out to get bread, just don't, and just make it here at home with me. So, all right, guys, I love y'all. I'll see y'all here in a little bit. Later, bye.